Josie Harrison, the mother of Joe Coy. Listen to a Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Narito na ang Oras ng Ligaya with Tita Josie, Sundays, 6 p.m. on PHLV Radio. And now, your host, Tita Josie.
Hello! Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Josie Harrison, dito po sa ating Oras ng Ligaya or an Hour of Happiness. Tonight, I know we are tagless, but tonight our guest is an English-speaking owner of the Kika Stretch Studio. So we will be speaking more in English, but we will put tagless in it. So of course, I have my co-host, Gilbert Glorioso. Gilbert, say hi to our listeners.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Dito tayo, live streaming tayo dito sa PHLV Radio. And also tonight, I invited my daughter. I asked her if she would like to co-host with me tonight. And that is none other than Rowena Cook. How are you? Where are you? Kamusta? Yeah. Anyways, tonight, we are live streaming. I would like to really emphasize that so that they know that we are all over internationally. You can listen to us in the Philippines, Hong Kong, Japan, anywhere in the United States or outside the United States, in Asia or what have you. So this is a very good radio station, and my show is every Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. And my friend asked me, what time is it in the Philippines if it is 6 o'clock in Las Vegas? Well, it is 10 o'clock in the morning. Kaya hindi 9. Siyempre, pag nag-iintay kayo, wala ang show ko. Anyways, Gilbert, will you please share to them our different links to let them know that we are really popular and well-known? Go
Definitely.
ahead,
Yeah, so we're simultaneously on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Amazon Fire TV. You can also hear us on the app. If you don't have the app yet for your cell phone, for your Android phone or Apple iOS device, just go ahead and head over to your search bar for the different apps and type in PH for Philippines, LB for Las Vegas Radio, and you're going to hear us 24/7, based out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, 3909 South Maryland Parkway, Suite 200. Las Vegas, Nevada 89119. Our number here at the station, 702-613-6433. Okay, and after the show, of course, you can hear us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. And don't forget, we also have the Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, and Facebook. All right, Tita?
Perfect. Ang dami nating links. Those are just a few of the links, no? So, and remember, all our shows are archived. So if you miss this show, don't worry. Just go ahead and check us out, in our PHLVradio.com, and they can watch us. Correct, Gilbert?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Tonight, I am so proud to say that, I'm proud because they are very friendly people. They are located just 3 minutes away from my home. And they are the people that works for Kika Stretch Studio. And you will know more about this stretching, which we all need in a little while after our interview to them. I would like to introduce to you our guest for tonight, none other than the owner of the Kika Stretch Studio, located here in Summerlin, none other than Chuck Gomez. Hi, Chuck.
Kamusta? Hello.
Kamusta? Mabuti, namaste. And also, I would like to introduce my therapist. Should I just call him therapist? None other than a small but terrible doctor. This guy is a doctor, Gilbert.
Doctor.
Filipino. Dr. Earl Templo. Yeah. Hi, Earl.
Hello.
Hi, how are
everyone.
you?
Pretty good, actually.
Good.
Just a little clarity. It's not that I'm a doctor yet, but
But I called you a doctor, remember? I told you I will, promote you right away because you were so good. Anyways, we'll go ahead and ask questions about your business. First of all, Chuck, please share with us, how did you start having this business? What prompted you to open such business?
Well, I had, my family and I had moved to Montclair, New Jersey, which is a suburb of New York City, back in 2011. And right down the street was Kika Stretch Studios. Its founder, Kika Wise, was a professional dancer, and she had this dancer-based routine for stretching that she would do with friends and family, and it turned into a business. So she opened a studio in the same year that we moved to Montclair, right down the street, and I would walk by, and there was a sign there welcoming you to come in and try it out, which I did. And it took me a while because I wasn't sure what it was all about. And I knew of assisted stretching when you go to baseball games or football games and you see the trainers stretching, the players out on the field or what have you. And I just never thought they could do it to me or just any person. And so I finally went in and I was hooked. The stretch was amazing. There was nothing like it ever. And I've been playing tennis all my life, so I knew the importance of stretching for flexibility and mitigating risk for injury. And so when I did this as an aging dad with a 1 and a 3-year-old on the floor all the time, having to pick them up, commuting through the city, 90 minutes each way, no longer having a gym routine, this helped me big time.
That's good.
The feeling was great.
That's good. And how long have you had this business here in Summerlin?
So we opened up in December of 2019. We had we weren't sure what we were going to do when we were moving to Las Vegas in 2019. And we decided, given that I knew the business from a client perspective, I knew what stretching was all about. I knew Las Vegas was, had a lot of good people who care about self-care and were at the gym a lot and rock climbing, a lot of physical activities out here and as well as a senior population, an active senior population, that all that together was a good formula for us. So it was sort of a no-brainer. It was just
right
having the guts to go out and open up a brick and mortars that we've never done before and take that risk. But it was believing in the service. It was having a gut feel that it was going to do really well. People need it. We add a lot of value to people's lives. And, all that together really gave us confidence to open up. And Kika's have been great as well in helping us
That's
set up
good.
the franchise.
That's good. So you opened it in 2019.
Yes, December.
Oh, December. Wow.
2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great. Earl, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
I'm
good.
here.
Earl, how do you like working for Chuck? Is he a good boss?
Yeah, I'd say so. So far, my experience beforehand, I went through several different rotations for internship back in the Philippines for different clinics, hospitals, and KTI was my favorite in my opinion. And there's some things that you learn from the clinics, and there's some things that you learn at a studio perspective where you're not so much pressed up on time as much, because over here in the Philippines sometimes I had to treat patients, one patient here and another patient right side by side.
Right.
And having that one-on-one contact with clients is really refreshing, and you get to know your clients a lot better, and you get to pretty much work on them and only focus on them, which was And Chuck as a boss, he's really nice. I really like working for.
Okay.
For
I want to
Josie.
hear it. If he's not good to you, let me know about it.
I promise. I'll tell you.
Okay. Roselle, do you have any question for Chuck?
I do. I wanted to find out, is there an age limit to that? Because, weightlifting, kids shouldn't start at a young age because my understanding is it could possibly stunt their growth. Is this a type of exercise or stretching where it could stunt growth in children? Do you target children, middle-aged or older people more?
Yeah,
Good question.
that's a great question. And
Yes.
Earl, I'll answer this, but I'd like for you to take a shot at it from
Okay.
a PT and medical perspective.
Sure.
So our client base is a mix of everybody. We have student athletes who parents want them to stay flexible and not injure themselves. And we have children and adults who come in with growth issues. We have seniors. Our oldest clients have been in their 90s.
Oh, wow.
And we have everybody in between. Aging dads like me that don't have as much of an active lifestyle like I used to. We had a rock climber come in yesterday. We have professional basketball players and football players. We have, those professional athletes. We have people in their senior years that want to try to get some of their youth back and increase their range of motion, reach for that cupboard or not injure themselves. That's really important for everybody. And so stretching is really good for all walks of life. And when we can help you in deep passive movements and hold you there, your relief of a lot of clients tell us they get a lot of relief from pain, back pain, neck and shoulders, people who sit all day in front of a computer, or people come in with injuries or surgeries that may have created some kind of bodily constraint. So which is causing them to build tension and not being able to be as flexible as they used to be. So I'll let Earl now talk about some of the other parts of your question.
Okay.
In terms of, since what we provide is passive stretching and also assisted stretching, mostly there's not that many contraindications as per age, though there are certain like stretches that we do that might not be suitable for like children that are still growing, because some of them can kind of compress the spine a little bit just so we can work out the traps a little bit, But in terms of passive stretching in general, there's really no age that's like that it's like completely no. That we say completely no to. We look at like conditions that might have, tightness that they might have. Some people might even come in with contractures, which is like a slightly more permanent kind of tightness. So yeah, but as Chuck said, I've had clients that came in, I believe my youngest was 14 years old, and I've had clients that were 92, and so far everything's been fine.
That's good. That's good. Gilbert, do you have a question?
Yes, I need to get stretched.
You have an invite.
Appointment.
I need to get stretched.
First of all, I just want everybody to know that Roselle is having a real bad attack of allergy and her eyes are swollen. She said, Mom, I have to wear sunglasses. So if everybody's asking, why is she wearing sunglasses? Well, her eyes are swollen. And I said, please, I want you to be there and whatnot, because I know will be interested in this, because she's, like I said, she's a gym nut, should I say. Anyways, my question is this: if with all your experience and with all your history, have you ever had any injury? Have you ever had somebody, went to the emergency or what have you, any history that they got hurt or whatever?
Yeah, nobody well, I can speak for Kika Stretch Summerlin because I have no idea about other studios. But we have not had anybody who have injured themselves or had to go to the hospital for any reason that we're aware of. We do, when we do our stretches, the stretch coaches are trained to constantly communicate with their clients. And that's not just verbal, it's IQ as well in terms of watching the body, seeing, feeling the tightness as they're going into stretches. But of course, every single stretch, the client tells us how far they want to go, can go. So we let them, their limit is up to them.
Right.
And the more you come on a regular basis, and Josie, you might see this as well, you're going to be able to go further and further in those stretches that you're able to do. So the first time you're doing it, if you haven't been stretched,
Drink a lot of water.
Oh my God.
we do get out.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there is some pain you might have. A lot of clients say good pain, but it's a nature, right? You're pulling a muscle that hasn't been that pulled or that deep in that position for a while.
Yeah.
It's good for you. It's healthy. It's simple science. You're triggering blood circulation in those areas are being stretched, which is bringing all those healthy nutrients around, fighting all of that inflammation, which causes a lot of pain to some people and lack of sleep at night. And then they feel so relaxed. We have had people cry. We have people scream, yell, pause, and because they're
That sounds like
oh
me."
my God. Not because of pain necessarily, because all that tension that's being released.
Yeah.
And-
Does it also release toxins when you do stretches like that? Does it release toxins?
Toxins.
Toxins. Earl, can you speak to that?
Generally, well, depends on what you mean by toxins, but like more so considering that what we do focus on is relaxation therapy. We can even add in like aromatherapy and stuff. There is an inhibition of certain like stress hormones, like adrenaline, for example. That's what we mostly focus on. But like, for example, in a towards your muscular system, if we were to say that we can release your lactic acid, that is another thing. We can also release the synaptic bands inside your on your muscles. Yes, that is also another thing. It really depends on what you mean by toxins per se. I'm not sure if that answers your question.
I think, well, like when you're working out and stuff, your body, it can tighten up or like cramp up.
Yes.
When you're stretching, I mean, I know sometimes when I'm stretching, I feel like I'm cramping.
Yes.
But that's a good cramp, right? It's releasing that tension and.
Yes, the way that cramps work per se is like an incomplete contraction of a muscle. One way you can inhibit that is through stretching, because it lowers that action potential threshold that's required for that incomplete contraction. It slowly lowers it until you finally get that relaxation period. So yes.
There you go. That's a good answer. But Earl, remember the first time you were doing stretching with me? Oh my gosh. I thought I'm going to die.
Yeah.
I couldn't even move my legs. It hurt so bad. I said, no, that's enough. But after two stretching or three stretching, I mean, I was doing good. Because there's not much pain anymore. And you felt that, it has released the tension on that muscles. The same with my husband. He told me the first time I was doing that, he said, but I was not really stretching him too much because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just helping him, And he said, the more you're doing this every night, it's great. He said, I don't feel the tightness anymore. So I can tell that it really works.
Yeah.
If it's coming from me, that I don't know anything about it, and I was able to apply it to my husband in slow motion and very careful way, it helps him. I mean, what more from a person, that knows exactly what they're doing. Right. Yeah. So my question, Chuck, is, would you consider having a massage service also?
So one of the conversations I've had with Kika is that she is employing one thing and one thing only, and that's stretching out muscles for people.
I see.
And there are tons of massage therapists, as you know, in the city, but you're not really going to find something like what we do. Yes. And a lot of, it's interesting, Tita, a lot of people ask us, is stretching like massage? Is it like Pilates? Is it like yoga? And it is absolutely not. There are some overlapping, of course, but it's so different in that when you get stretched, and by the way, let me just add on the thing about pain. Not everybody has pain when they're stretching. Sometimes when you're in a stretch, you're going to get some pain, but you have to go with the breathing and you have to relax. You have to let those muscles relax. I was getting stretched today, for example, by Earl actually, and I was catching myself clenching up on my shoulders, and I was breathing. I knew because I've been stretching. Okay, this is when I'm going to breathe out. I just let my body fall, and you can feel those muscles. If you let yourself fall, like I'm on my back, so all my muscles are just falling and releasing, and he's doing the stretch. You're going to get a deeper stretch, a better quality stretch, and you're not going to get pained out of it. And sometimes you don't know that until you go after like a second session or maybe a third. But going back to like the massage therapy question, Kika really wants to focus on this because this is a service, and this is the value that we add to our customers, unlike anything else. A lot of our clients tell us that, and this is nothing on massage therapy because it's a really good thing. But when you're getting stretched, the relaxation feeling that you're having lasts for days, maybe even a week. And I think we've all had massages, and it feels really good when you're getting a massage. But you feel there's always a joke, right? The day after you feel all tensed again, and then you want to go get another massage the next day, which isn't really feasible. But with stretching, you can really come in once a week, and you can really feel good for the whole week, and you can add more flexibility every week. You can sleep better at night. You can add more range of motion to you. You can play more confidently in golf or soccer or whatever it is. We have golfers coming in that say, I'm in my 50s, I go golfing. This is Vegas, right? Everyone golfs. And I just come home and my back is so sore. They come to us for the relief. They go back out golfing the next weekend and they're like, wow, I golfed 2 rounds today and no back pain. So there's a lot of science behind what we do. It's simple, to tell you the truth, because that's all we do is stretching. And I think it's a class of its own. And yoga has a lot of benefits. Pilates has a lot of benefits. Massage therapy, stretching, weight training. If you really want to go into self-care, you probably want to add a little bit of everything to your life.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Did you? Oh, go ahead, Roselle. Go ahead.
I have to say that even though stretching is simple and it's something that you can do at home every day, a lot of people don't have that motivation to take the time at home to do it. So I think the service that you have that you're offering, to a lot of people, I think it's especially when you have to pay for it, right? That's the motivation right there. When you're paying for something, you've got to go. I think it's a great motivation for people to come in and get stretched out because most people are not going to do it at home. I mean, I could probably ask, my mom how many times she stretched out, before Kika, and I can probably tell you she probably stretched out maybe twice a year.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true.
A lot of people.
Yeah, and I have a gym at home. My husband built a gym here at home and stuff, and I can tell you, I have to go to the gym. I have to pay a gym membership to go to the gym because I won't do it.
Yeah,
I'll always find something else, that will distract me. And I think, what you're offering as a service is amazing because a lot of people aren't going to stretch out at home.
Right. That is right.
Yep.
Because, at home you get lazy and you just say, oh, I'll do it later.
Right. And you never get to it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That is correct.
Is it expensive to take these classes or to do these services?
So the prices are very straightforward. So we do our stretches. Well, first of all, let me take a step back. So Kika developed what we call the Kika Method. It's over 30 individual stretches that are done in a certain order, and from neck, shoulder, all the way down the leg and feet. It's delivered fully in a 45-minute session. That's the way it's designed. But if someone wants to do the stretches, maybe because of budget or because of time commitment or whatever reason, we offer it in 30 minutes. And then we also offer it in 60 minutes. And people who buy 60 minutes will get the full Kika Method, but they'll get additional repetitions of stretches in areas of greater need. So it really depends on a lot of factors, but it's 30, 45, and 60 minutes. That's it. And then we charge on an individual session 50, 80, and 90. So it's comparable, I think, to a massage cost. One-on-one. So you're paying for the highly skilled person that Earl represents. And we sell packages at a discount. And you can share your packages, 5 or 10, for example, with family and friends, no limitation. So if Tita wants to bring her husband in one day, he can use one of his sessions off his package. No question.
Well, I can bring Roselle or Gilbert if they want to try it, because I bought a package. So
we're gonna do a recording over there and see how much
we'll use all of her sessions.
Yeah, because I purchased a package. It's at 30 minutes. That's all I need. It's really to stretch and whatnot. So if I can do that, I didn't know that, Earl. So then I'll do that so that they can have an experience also.
Yeah. We'll go this week.
Yeah, so you can call and make an appointment to see Earl Gilbert, and then the same with you, Roselle, so that because like I said, I purchased already the package, so I let you experience it, and then from then on we can plug it and whatnot and help Earl about
Most
it.
definitely.
Right. Oh, I just have to plug something here. The daughter of Jing Espiritu have posted on Facebook that she is inviting everybody. I think it is on March 5. It is a memorial service for a farewell goodbye drive-by for Jing, meaning the body is at the mortuary, and then what she wants you to do is just circle around, just saying goodbye. You cannot stop by, go inside. That's not allowed. It's just going around the mortuary. So I will get the name of the mortuary. I forgot, I didn't write it down. If it's probably what is the one there over at
Palm?
Yeah, probably there. I'll put it on Facebook. And that is on March 5. That is the memorial service. And like I said, that is a farewell drive-by. And then on March 11, she is now inviting everybody to a live streaming on Facebook. And that is at 11:30 a.m. on March 11. And this is the 40th day anniversary celebration of Jing. And Jing's body will be taken to, I think, San Francisco. That's where Jojo Aquino and Katrina, oh my goodness, Katrina Aquino live. So yeah, that is where they live. So March 5 for the memorial service. That is a drive-by goodbye for Jing. And March 11 will be the 40th celebration for Jing. Yeah. Okay. As I have told you, Chuck and Earl, at 6:30 here on my show, we offer a prayer because of what's going on with the pandemic. But also at the same time, I also want to plug that PHLV now is offering a good service, a good broadcast of the Catholic Mass every Sunday at 8 a.m. From now on, we will have it here on Facebook so you can have or attend a Mass, because I know there's a lot of directives. That's why you are not able to go to Mass. So from now on, Sundays at 8 o'clock here at PHLV Radio, we have a Catholic Mass. I am ready for my prayers, Johan and Chuck. I'm so sorry. This prayer will be in Tagalog.
That's okay.
Okay. Diyos naming makapangyarihan, pakinggan mo po kami mga taong sumasamba sa inyo, naniniwala sa inyo, nagmamahal sa iyo. Huwag mo po kaming talikuran. Diyos naming Jesucristo, protektuhan mo po kami laban sa virus na ito. Diyos naming mahiwaga, bendisyonan mo po kami. Bigyan mo po kami ng talino, ang aming pong mga doktor at mga scientists. Tulungan mo po sila na makatuklas sila ng gamot laban sa virus na ito. Bendisyonan mo po ang lahat ng frontliners, ang lahat ng taong tumutulong sa paglaban sa virus na ito. Diyos naming mabait, maunawain at mapagmahal, dinggin mo po ninyo ang aming panawagan. Maawa po kayo sa amin. Kung kami po ay nagkasala, patawarin mo po kami. Diyos naming banal, Diyos naming mapagmahal, Diyos naming mabait, dinggin mo po ang aming panawagan. Diyos naming banal, bendisyonan mo po kami. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Nananawagan po ako sa inyong lahat na sana po sa inyong pag-iisa o kaya sa inyong bago kayo matulog sa gabi, magdasal po kayo na sana ang Panginoong Diyos ay bendisyonan tayo ng kanyang mahiwagang kapangyarihan na tapusin na po ang pandemic na ito. Bigyan tayo ng kapayapaan at bendisyonan ang lahat ng tao sa buong mundo. Diyos naming mapagpala at mapagmahal, pakinggan mo po kami. Marami pong salamat. Now we are back with you, Earl. Okay, Earl, when are you going to be a full-fledged doctor?
Well, first I would like to see when the city would finally let me take my board exam for one, just so I can be a licensed physical therapist. And then after that, we'll see how the transitional stuff goes, because I already got my credentials filled out. They said I have the same amount of credit to someone who has a doctorate here in Las Vegas. So after that, I'll just have to see what I have to do to get that title.
Oh, good. I'm so proud of you. I wish you were my son.
Thank you. That would be a pleasure.
You
No
are.
offense to my mom. I love my mom too.
Oh, is she there? Is your mother there?
No, she's not actually.
Oh, she is not. Okay. You could have told her to just show up here and say hi. No, it's okay. It's our own show, so don't worry about it. Anyways, Earl, I just want you to know that I'm really satisfied with your, helping me with my problems, because the first day I was there, I told you the pains and everything that I was having, and really we are doing progress, and I am so glad about it. That's why I invited you to even share it to all the people that we know here in Las Vegas. We have a lot of friends that are so crazy about gym, health problems, and health conscious. Number one is my daughter. Oh my God, every time I talk to her, Mom, I have to go to gym first, and I said, Roselle, you're okay, you're strong, and whatnot. And she still said, no, I still have to do this and that. But anyways, I wish that all our listeners are you can hear what we are talking about here. I know that we all love massages, but really stretching is really great, because before I have my stretching session, I couldn't really bend my neck on the left side. I don't know why. I thought there's something wrong. But heck, after the stretching, I can now really twist my neck, and this is no lie. So I really appreciate what your studio is doing, Chuck and Earl, and like I said, I will let my daughter enjoy and take part of my package that I purchased, and I would like you to make an appointment with Chuck, with Earl, because Earl is the one doing my session. Yeah. So you too, Gilbert.
Yeah.
I want you to make appointment with or even you, Johan, are you listening? Yeah,
Johan.
Johan, go ahead and try it too, so we can plug the business of Chuck. We can all help each other. And like I said, it's in my package. You guys can just enjoy that. And that will leave me what? That would leave me 2 more left over, if I'm not mistaken.
We'd have to check.
Yeah, we have to check that. But anyways, it's good. They can try it because it's good. I want them to experience that, and but anyways, I would rather maybe, in the future, you'll make up you'll change your mind, Chuck, and have a service of massage, because that's so great. Because when I had my massage at home, I really also enjoyed it, because the massage is full body and all of that. But the stretching is good. Stretching is good. And well, if the business is good, how many branches do you have right now? Is it just at Summerlin?
So Rob and I own Summerlin, and then we're opening one in Henderson as we speak. It's not open yet. Hopefully in a month, it'll be open.
Where in Henderson?
We're going to be on Horizon Ridge in Carnegie, right up the street from Green Valley
Ranch.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly. And we plan to open 5 to 10 over the next few years. That's our vision. That's our plan. We think there's a good market for it. We think the product and service differentiates itself. And I think overall, Kika probably has over a dozen across the country. She just opened one. One of her franchises just opened one in Charlotte this weekend. And she opened one a few months ago in Calabasas out in LA. We have a few in northern Jersey, Short Hills, Westfield, Montclair, of course, Summit. We have 2 down in Atlanta, one near the city of Atlanta and one in Vinings area. And we have one in the suburbs of Philadelphia as well. So there's plenty of Kika stretches around and more to grow. We're going to be growing pretty fast this year.
Yeah, that's great. You don't have any medical.
I do not. I have an engineering degree, but I work in technology as a full-time job, and I just had the entrepreneurial spirit to open up.
Wow. That's great. So you really don't need to be a medical person or medically involved person to have a Kika stretching studio.
But you have to have somebody that has some sort of a background in that, right? I mean, in order to be able to know how to stretch somebody.
Right. So to run the operations, what was helpful for me was being a client. But when we do hire stretch coaches, we hire them with experience and education in some type of body work or anatomy of knowledge. And for example, our coaches here at Kika Stretch Studio, Summerlin and soon Henderson, at the moment, they have experience in physical therapy, like Earl and another coach, Aaron. So they're both physical therapists by education and have work experience there. We have a coach named Yasik, who was an NCAA track competitor. He coaches track today for student athletes and is an athletic trainer to college and professional athletes. He helps get football players ready for the NFL Combine, for example. He has a degree in kinesiology and has also worked in PT. And Tamara Webb is also one of our coaches. She's has massage therapy, so she's been a licensed massage therapist and also PT background. So that's the basis. Then they go through the training that's done by corporate. They design training where the coaches need to not only learn, the method, but also learn a lot of medical situations that they need to be knowledgeable of when it comes to stretching. So we get people with arthritis and MS and frozen shoulders, you name it. We can always modify our stretches. So people who may not be able to get down on the floor, we can do a chair version of stretches. Maybe they're, for whatever reason. So we definitely, we try very, very hard to help people get stretched. We don't want to limit what we can do for them because they can't get down on the mat, for example.
Gilbert, can we greet some of our listeners or audience? Do we have any that we can share?
Yeah, give me 1 second, Tita. I'm just going to, there's a lot over here. I want to go ahead and say good evening to Mary Ann, Nora Santos, Gidget de Guzman Ramos. Okay, we also have Miles Oliveros is watching with Lisa Borlo Reyes, C. Boko.
Hello.
And Miles Rose. And the feed disappeared. Sorry. Yeah, but we had,
Do we have Norma Soriano?
Yes, Norma Soriano was on
Hi,
there
Norma.
as well.
Thank you. Miles, thank you. Lisa Burdong, thank you. Yeah, those are people that are my friends, Filipino friends. They're always listening and watching our show. Thank you so much. Gilbert, when we hang up, you might as well talk to Earl and make an appointment so that you can experience really the stretching. It's good. It's really.
I'm going to need it for sure.
Really, it's good. I'm telling you, not just because I invited them and they are my guests. No, I really enjoyed it and I really like it. And Roselle, you too. I know you will enjoy that, And then maybe you can twist your Chuck's arm. Maybe he can give you a demonstration for free.
I think
by force.
Yeah, you got to twist my arm.
Twist his arm. No, but anyways, no, seriously, it is great. I really enjoyed it. I really like it, and that's no lie. That's why I'm doing it to Fred, really. And like I said, with me, with the help of this, instead of just rubbing it on him, I was doing some of the things that Earl was doing to me, and it really helps him, especially stretching the arm, stretching my shoulder, and I'm really great. I really, really enjoy that. And yeah, and
I have a question.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Go ahead.
You do house calls?
We do. I didn't mention that earlier, so I apologize for that. So we do at-home sessions. They're a little bit pricier because it does take the coach out of the routine.
Right.
So instead of doing, be able to do 3 stretches in a row, they might only be able to do 1 stretch because they got to travel somewhere and then travel back. So, but we do at-home services. And then we also have a dentist, for example, that Earl goes and sees every week at her office. So she's like, I need Earl in my life because she's really busy with her work. So we worked out a deal, and Earl can go and do the stretches for her at some room in her office at lunchtime. We also do corporate programs where we help, create some type of, we can create some kind of deals with corporations to get their employees out here. Maybe they pay part of it or they pay all of it. And also, we're looking at other avenues as well. We have a lot of casino resorts in town, so we're also talking to them about expanding our service there, possibly the airport. So we'll see. We're looking at other avenues.
Okay.
Oh, I see. So you have a dentist. I wonder if it is Dr. Paderacio.
Free plug.
Or Dr. Barbin. I wonder who it is. Anyways, so again, I would like to really do a shout out. March 11 at 11:30, it is live streaming on Facebook, the 48th day celebration of Jing Espiritu, our friend Jing Espiritu. Again, March 5th, memorial service, a farewell drive-by around the mortuary, and Daganit, I texted, I hope I can get the answer. We would like to know where the the mortuary is, but I will put it on Facebook. So everybody that's listening to me, that information will be on Facebook, because I would like everybody to know that Jing will be leaving us. He will be going to San Francisco. I think that's where Katrina lives. And then they will have a celebration, the 48-day celebration of his death on March 11 at 11:30, live streaming on Facebook. Again, another announcement that every Sunday from here on, here at PHLV Radio, we have now a Catholic Mass every morning, Sundays at 8 a.m. Now we have like 4 minutes to go before our shows end. I would like to ask Earl, please say something to our listeners before we close. I'm sorry, Earl, Chuck first. Go ahead.
So thank you so much. This is a wonderful program that you have. It's great to see that you're reaching out to not just locals, but to everyone around the world and sharing some really good spirit with everyone. I think that's why we get along well, because we're trying to do the same thing as a business, of course. And we appreciate you inviting us here. And by the way, if anybody is interested in franchising Kika Stretch Studios, please contact me. You can contact us on our Facebook or Instagram. I'll be happy to help you get started as well. And any locals in Las Vegas or any visitors, we would be happy to even stretch you at a hotel room. Feel free to contact us. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Thank you again.
Okay, Earl, would you like to say something, please?
I'm a little speechless on what to say, but thank you to everyone that's listening.
Okay.
And
okay, Roselle.
I learned a lot today with this interview. Thank you for sharing and for bringing Kika Stretching to Las Vegas. We appreciate that. And I do look forward to trying it out so that I can be a true testament to your business.
Great. We'll see you in here.
Yeah, Gilbert, please.
All right, I want to go ahead and thank our guest for this evening here on Oras ng Ligaya. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, everybody that's watching right now, don't forget, you can see us on YouTube, Facebook, Amazon Fire TV, and you can hear us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. And just go ahead and look for Oras ng Ligaya dito sa PHLB Radio. And of course, I'll be here tomorrow with my Magandang Morning Vegas Pinoy family. Okay, tomorrow morning here on PHLB Radio, 7 to 9 a.m. Las Vegas time. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And to all my listeners, to all my audience, thank you so much for always there for me, and please don't forget, tomorrow I have another show that is called Open Forum, and we have a lot of Republican leaders to be our guests tomorrow. Please call us. Tell us your opinion of what's going on. And again, I love you all. Thank you for listening sa Oras ng Ligaya. Thank you to my daughter, Roselle, for co-hosting with me. Gilbert, always, I love you. See you. Goodbye. Bye, Chuck.
Salam.
Thank you so much.
Good evening.
Thank you.